I'm not gonna lie, you need to be a little more careful around people who are broke and got nothing to lose. Because what my friend's sister did, I truly could not fathom. So I'm hanging out with my friend at her mom's house, right? Her parents are always gone working. And we're just hanging out, right? Thinking we're the only two people at the crib. When all of a sudden I hear some ruckus going on downstairs, right? I'm like, Sierra, who is that? She's like, oh, it's my older sister, Jayla. She's downstairs. Like, we just got to be quiet. I said, Jayla? Right? I've heard a story or two about Jayla. And every single time, I've been terrified, right? I have not met Jayla for real like that at this point, right? I've seen her, haven't really had a conversation. So we're hanging out. And all of a sudden, I hear, Sierra, come here. I said, oh, snap. Right? So my friend gets up, goes downstairs. I'm not coming with. Right? I'm staying right here. So she's gone for like 10 minutes. I'm truly concerned, right? This is back in high school, so I'm low-key scared. So I'm waiting for her, and she comes back upstairs. And she's like, bro, do you have like $1 or two? I said, $1 or two? She's like, yeah, like, Jayla asked for some money. She asked for $10. I only have 8. Like, do you have like $2? I'm like, hold on, right? I'm praying I have some money because I'm low-key scared, right? So I end up having like $3. So I grab 2, give it to her. She goes, gives it to her older sister, right? All of a sudden we hear the door slam. Okay, older sister is gone. Mind you, her older sister is one of them, right? Always out of school, okay? Always getting in trouble, fired from a job because she's just doing who knows what. And I really had no idea about all the bad stuff she was getting into until that next week. So that next week, I'm at Sierra's house again, right? It's just me and her. All of a sudden, I hear the door bust open, right? And I hear, Sierra, look. Right? I'm thinking, okay, wait, this sounds like a happy one. I'm coming with you. So me and Sierra, we run downstairs, and it's her sister, Jayla, holding up a fat check that says $70,000. I'm like, yo, her sister Jayla's like, you guys, I just won $70,000 at the casino. Like, oh my gosh, blah, 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 blah. Hugging us. I'm like, this is crazy. You're rich, right? In high school, I'm thinking you actually just made so much money, right? $70,000 is going to change your life. Tell me why. Within probably a month or two, right? I'm talking to my friend Sierra, right? We're on the phone and we're talking about random stuff. And I'm like, do you think your sister Jayla would give you any money? And Sierra goes, no, like, I promise she's not giving me any. I said, what do you mean? How do you already know that? Did you ask? Then Sierra says something that blows my mind. She's like, no, like, Jayla already spent it. So what do you mean? It's only been like a month or two. She's like, yeah, Jayla spent all that money. I said, hold on, did she pay taxes on it? She's like, no, she didn't pay taxes on it. Like, she blew all the money. Hold on a second. I said, what did she buy? A new car? Tell me why her sister Jayla bought a bunch of TVs. I don't know if she pawned them, sold them, what she did, but she spent it on TVs and some other stuff I don't even know of. And from that moment forward is when everything just started going down. I'm hanging out at my friend Sierra's house, and all we hear is screaming in the other room. I'm like, girl, is that your mom? She's like, yeah, like, I don't know, Jayla's been tweaking. I'm like, what do you mean Jayla's been tweaking? She's like, I don't know, let's listen. So we put our ears up to the wall, right? We're nosy. We're trying to figure out what's going on. And all I hear is her mom talking about, why am I hearing that you're stealing money from people? Huh? No, people are telling me that you're literally taking money from them. What's going on? I'm looking at Sierra. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, like Jayla works with my mom and like people are saying that like she's scamming like customers. I said, scamming customers? She's like, yeah, ever since Jayla lost all that money, like, she's just been gambling, scamming customers, like, asking people for money, not paying them back. And, like, there's been a bunch of people, like, coming and leaving the house. Like, I don't know, it's been weird. So, oh, this don't sound right at all, right? So, we're about to leave, right? We're going to get food. And me and Sierra go through the garage. And while we're in the garage, right, I'm going to the passenger side. And usually I got to fit through some spaces, right? I got to like squeeze through to get in the car. I'm like, oh, y'all cleaning out the garage? She's like, no. I said, oh, I feel like there's a bunch of stuff over here and now it's gone. She's like, what? She peeks her head over the car and looks. She's like, hold up. She comes over to my passenger side. She's looking around. She's like, where's the lawnmower? I said, I don't know. Right? I don't recall. And she's like, usually it's right there. She's like, let me look around. Let me look in the back and see if I left it out there. Right? Because she mows the lawn for her mom. So she goes to the back and looks. Lawnmower is not out there. I said, oh, maybe, I don't know. Maybe you should tell your mom. So we go back inside, right? She knocks on her mom's door. Mom opens the door. She's already mad. And Sierra's like, Mom, do you know where the lawnmower is? Her mom's like, no. Like, is it not in the garage? And we're like, no. So now her mom comes with us out in the garage, right? Lawnmower's gone. We're looking everywhere. It's a big thing to miss, right? It's not even a push lawnmower. It's a sit-down one. A big red sit-down lawnmower. Gone. I'm like, yo, what's going on? And while her mom's in the garage, she's like, hold on. Where's the snowblower? I'm thinking, honestly, I have no idea, right? I don't know y'all garage like that, right? Again, now we're all looking for a snowblower and lawnmower. And her mom's like, hold on, let me call Jayla. So her mom calls Jayla. And Jayla, she has it on speaker. Jayla's like, I don't know where the lawnmower and the snow blower are. Like, bro, I don't know where that would be, and I don't know why anyone would take it. It's like only worth like $300. Sierra looks at me, I look at Sierra. She's like, how would she know how much it's worth? I said, no, for real. So we're in the car, right? We end up finding out that while her mom was at work, Jayla done sold the lawnmower and the snowblower for money. I'm thinking, hold on, what is going on? So me and Sierra, we go get food and we come back. And when we come back, her mom is like, I need to check these cameras, right? She has cameras all over the house and they can't die because they're plugged in, right? They're literally, all of them are plugged in. So she goes and checks the cameras and she notices that every single one had been turned off. I'm thinking, wait, who has access to these cameras, right? It's just the mom, Jayla, and Sierra. Just them three. Sierra's talking about, I never turned off the cameras. Like, I wouldn't do that. Her mom's like, yeah, I didn't either. I'm sitting there thinking, baby, y'all need to keep an eye on Jayla. Right? So now her mom is worried. Sierra's worried because I got stuff all over the house. Right? They're making sure nothing else has been sold. Right? They're looking through all this stuff. I'm telling Sierra, you better hide some things. Right? You might need to keep some stuff in your trunk. Matter of fact, don't ever park your car in the driveway nor the garage. Because knowing Jayla, your car might get sold on Facebook Marketplace. She's like, yeah, you're right. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Her mom's freaking out. She don't know what to do. The whole time, Jayla is not home. And I'm thinking, Lord, what is going to happen when she does get home? I want to see it, right? So I stay, right? I'm hanging out, but it's getting later into the night, right? I came over early into the day. It's probably like 8 o'clock now. I'm asking Sierra, I'm like, where is Jayla? She's like, honestly, I don't know. Sometimes she gets home late. I'm like, okay, well, I should probably leave, but like, let me know if anything happens. She's like, okay, bet. So I go home, right? I'm super tired. I end up going to bed at like 10 o'clock. I wake up in the morning to my phone completely blown up. I'm looking at my phone. It's Sierra. I'm like, bro, I need to call her. So I call Sierra. I'm like, girl, what happened last night? She's like, bro, like Jayla never came home and she's not coming back. I said, what do you mean? She's like, Jayla told me and my mom, like, she just moved. I said, what do you mean move? She got her own spot? How she got bread? She's like, yeah, I don't know. Like, she moved across the country. Like, she's not even in the same state. I'm like, what? She's like, that's not even the worst part. She's like, she moved across the country with her boyfriend and she's pregnant. I'm thinking so much has happened in the last 24 hours. I don't even know what's going on.